In ancient times, when magic was the living breath of the world, there existed the kingdom of Eldrum. It was a land where shadows and light intertwined, creating magical patterns on flower petals and dancing on the wooden trunks. In this kingdom, wisdom reigned, and magic was the source of life and joy for all its inhabitants. At the heart of Eldrum stood the ancient oak, a mighty tree that had been here since the distant times when the world was just beginning its existence. It was said that the most ancient magic resided in its branches, capable of revitalizing even the dimmest and dustiest memories. One day, when the world seemed most tranquil, Eldrum was engulfed in darkness. On the night when the stars hid behind a veil of clouds, a certain force penetrated the kingdom, sowing darkness and destruction in its path. It was only in the morning that the inhabitants of Eldrum realized the extent of the disaster. The ancient oak, the source of all the kingdom's magic, had been struck by a dark force. Its branches had turned yellow, leaves had withered, and the bark peeled off, as if nature itself was mourning the loss. Eldrum found itself without magic, without its life force. In such dark times, the elder of Eldrum, the wise mage named Elarion, decided to set out to find the cause of this disaster and find a way to restore the magic of the ancient oak. With him, he took his faithful friend, a young wizard named Lirin. Lirin was still young and inexperienced, but his heart burned with a thirst for adventure and a desire to help his kingdom. And so their journey began. They first ventured into the depths of the forests to search for traces of the force that had engulfed the magic of the ancient oak. Along their way, they encountered dangerous forest beasts, spawn of darkness, and other trials, but the friends pressed on, sticking together. After many long and perilous adventures, they stumbled upon the traces of an ancient temple lost in the labyrinth of dense forests. In the temple, they discovered ancient scrolls that told of a powerful artifact capable of twisting magic to its dark purposes. It was this artifact that had been used to strike the ancient oak. However, the artifact was hidden in the depths of a forbidden zone inhabited by monsters and denizens of darkness. Elarion and Lirin decided to take the risk and ventured into the forbidden zone, where the most dreadful trials awaited them. With each step, they faced new dangers, traps, monsters, and twisted creatures enslaved by darkness. But the power of their friendship and belief in their cause kept them together, sustaining the flame of hope in their hearts. Finally, they reached the depths of the temple, where the artifact was hidden. It was protected by a powerful enchantment, and only together were they able to break it. When they freed the artifact, the darkness that shrouded the ancient oak began to dissipate, and magic started to return to the kingdom. But victory came at a price. Elarion was wounded in a battle with the temple's guardians. With a heavy heart, Lirin turned to magic to save his friend. He used the last remnants of the ancient oak's power to restore Elarion's health, but in the process, he lost his own magical abilities. Thus ended their adventure, but a new chapter began for Eldrum. The restored magic of the ancient oak brought new hope and joy to its people. The restored magic of the ancient oak brought new hope and joy to its people, but the sacrifice made by Lirin weighed heavily on his heart. Though he was hailed as a hero alongside Elarion, Lirin couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness without his own magical abilities. As Eldrum began to flourish once again, Elarion and Lirin sought solace in the tranquility of the forests, reflecting on their journey and the challenges they had faced together. Despite the darkness they had encountered, they found strength in their friendship and the bond forged through adversity. However, their respite was short-lived, as rumors began to spread of a new threat looming on the horizon. Whispers of a dark sorcerer gathering power in the shadowy depths of the kingdom reached their ears, and Elarion knew that their journey was far from over. Determined to protect Eldrum from this new danger, Elarion and Lirin embarked on another quest, this time to confront the source of the darkness head-on. Armed with newfound resolve and the knowledge gained from their previous adventure, they delved deep into the heart of the kingdom, braving treacherous terrain and facing formidable foes along the way. Their journey led them to the ancient ruins of a forgotten citadel, where they discovered the dark sorcerer conducting dark rituals to unleash chaos upon Eldrum. With cunning and courage, they infiltrated the citadel, engaging in a fierce battle against the sorcerer and his minions. Despite facing overwhelming odds, Elarion and Lirin fought valiantly, drawing upon their combined strength and unwavering determination. In a climactic showdown, they finally succeeded in defeating the sorcerer and putting an end to his sinister plans. With the threat vanquished and peace restored to Eldrim once more, Elarion and Lirin returned as heroes, celebrated by the grateful inhabitants of the kingdom. Though scars from their battles remained, they knew that as long as they stood together, they would always triumph over darkness. And so, the tale of Elarion and Lirin, the mage and the wizard, became legend in the annals of Eldrim, a testament to the enduring power of friendship, courage, and the magic that bound them all. After their victory over the dark sorcerer, Eldrim basked in a newfound era of peace and prosperity. The people of the kingdom rejoiced, their spirits lifted by the return of magic and the courage of their heroes, Elarion and Lirin. As time passed, Elarion took on the role of mentor to Lirin, guiding him in the ways of magic and wisdom. Together they worked tirelessly to rebuild the magic of the ancient oak, ensuring that Eldrim would never again fall prey to darkness. Yet, even in times of peace, whispers of unrest stirred in distant lands. Rumors spoke of other kingdoms plagued by similar threats, of dark forces amassing power beyond the borders of Eldrim. Elarion knew that the battle against darkness was far from over, and that they must remain vigilant to protect their home. With Lirin by his side, Elarion embarked on diplomatic missions to forge alliances with neighboring kingdoms, uniting against the looming shadow that threatened to engulf their world. They journeyed far and wide, traversing mountains, deserts, and seas, encountering new cultures and forging bonds of friendship along the way. But even as they sought allies, dark omens continued to haunt their path. Strange occurrences, whispers of ancient prophecies, and sightings of shadowy figures cast a pall over their travels, hinting at a greater darkness yet to come. Undeterred, Elarion and Lirin pressed on, their resolve unwavering in the face of uncertainty. They sought out the wisest sages and the most powerful mages, gathering knowledge and artifacts that could aid them in their quest to safeguard Eldrim and the world beyond. Their journey took them to the farthest reaches of the realm, where they encountered ancient guardians, mythical beasts, and trials of mind and spirit. Through each challenge, they grew stronger, their bond deepening with every shared victory and hardship. Finally, as they stood on the brink of their greatest trial yet, Elarion and Lirin knew that the fate of Eldrim and all the realms lay in their hands. With courage in their hearts and magic coursing through their veins, they faced the darkness head-on, ready to confront whatever lay ahead in the eternal battle between light and shadow. As Elarion and Lirin delved deeper into their quest to unite the realms against the encroaching darkness. They uncovered ancient prophecies foretelling of a cataclysmic event that threatened to plunge the world into chaos. The prophecies spoke of a chosen one, a hero of legend, who would rise to challenge the darkness and restore balance to the realms. Driven by a sense of destiny, Elarion and Lirin set out to find this chosen one, journeying to the farthest corners of the world in search of clues to their identity. Along the way, they encountered allies and adversaries alike, facing trials that tested their resolve and pushed their abilities to the limit. Their quest led them to forgotten ruins, hidden temples, and sacred groves, where they unearthed ancient artifacts and uncovered long-lost secrets that shed light on the impending threat. With each revelation, they grew more determined to fulfill their destiny and protect the realms from destruction. But as they drew closer to the truth, they also drew the attention of dark forces intent on thwarting their efforts. Shadowy assassins, cursed creatures, and malevolent sorcerers lurked in the shadows, seeking to undermine their quest and sow chaos wherever they went. Undeterred, Elarion and Lirin pressed on, their bond of friendship and their unwavering belief in the power of light guiding them through even the darkest of times. Together they faced down their enemies, overcoming impossible odds and forging alliances with unlikely allies in their quest to save the world. And then, at last, they found the chosen one, a young hero with a pure heart and untapped potential, destined to wield the power of light and lead the fight against the darkness. With the chosen one by their side, Elarion and Lirin prepared for the final battle, knowing that the fate of the realms hung in the balance. In a climactic showdown against the forces of darkness, Elarion, Lirin, and the Chosen One fought side by side, their magic combining to form a barrier against the encroaching shadows. In a blaze of light and magic, They vanquished the darkness once and for all, restoring peace and harmony to the realms. As the dust settled and the world rejoiced in their victory, Elarion and Lirin knew that their journey was far from over. Though the darkness had been defeated, new challenges awaited, and they would continue to stand as guardians of the light, protecting the realms from any threat that dared to rise.